Hey everyone, Ammo here for more Heroes of the Storm. Now, this is a game, well first of all, this recording is to be put up. Would have been, if I uploaded it tonight, it was to be up yesterday. Technical issues, couldn't get up late enough, so it's probably going to be published tomorrow. Or, obviously today, by the time of publication. But this game, it was not off the stream. Actually, it was an off-stream game. It was actually turned out to be a pretty good game. Figured we'd throw it up there. I mean, I personally don't do anything like spectacular. It's just overall a fine game. It's definitely not a high-level game. You're gonna find both teams make some silly mistakes and decisions, but I just feel like it makes the game a little more dramatic, a little more dynamic. You know, it's a little more fun that everyone, we make mistakes and all. So we have my team. I'm playing Malfurion. This is a hero league, the ranked league, the draft mode, and I get stuck. I don't get stuck on. Don't say stuck on support. I play a lot of support, so I tend to, I try to round out the team. So we have team is pulling damage and tank, then I'll be like, okay, I'll take support. Also, Tassadar. I'm playing Malfurion with Tassadar quite a bit, and I don't really like the combination. And Tassadar, I don't know, it's a lot of damage. Malfurion does not do a lot of damage. Very good support. Tassadar does some damage, a fair amount of damage. It has a lot of good utility and a nice shield. But often when I find out Malfurion plus Tassadar, if the rest of the team is heavy in damage, then I tend to fall behind in damage. Actually, this team, Sonia does okay amount of damage, but she's very much a this is a bit more of an assassin than a warrior, but our main damage is Jaina, and Mirrodin doesn't do a huge amount of damage. Tassadar does okay amount of damage, Sonya does pretty good damage. Jaina does high damage, I do very little damage. But yeah, I tend to draft support because that's not a popular position that gets drafted, and I try to round out the team. Because other than that, I'm an assassin player with a couple of specialists I like to play. Never play warrior because I'm bad at it. Other team, though, that's enough about me on the other team. They have an Illidan, Aslo, Tyrael, Raynor, and where did Lily's running out already. Lily. They have good support. They have Tyrael's very good tank. I don't see him as much as I think he is great, but I don't see him that often, actually. Illidan's high damage and a pain in the butt because he just jumps on you and you just can't get him off. He's just annoying. You just get off me, Illidan, get off me. He doesn't go anywhere. Gazlo I see a lot in this map, and it's easy to understand why. Gazlo puts down turrets, and this is the Sky Temple, so it's about controlling these temple areas as they activate. So he just puts his turrets down in the temple, and that can be quite an issue to deal with. And then Raynor, he's been reworked, so he doesn't do quite as much damage as he used to do, but he's still very good. Still has high fair damage, has pretty good range now. They changed them from doing high damage to less damage, but at a greater range than others. And he has some interesting talents in there. So let's just start playing the game. Of course, on the red side, so it's kind of weird. Like I said, this wasn't on stream, so we're using the in-game replay software, which is pretty bad. The game's still in beta, and obviously they're not focusing on the replay system. So we're just gonna have to deal with what we got here. Jaina's going bottom, the rest of us top and mid. That's because, of course, in the Sky Temple map, the first two temples to pop are always the middle temple here, top temple. So once then most of your team up didn't top, and bottom is just for soaking experience. We have sent both supports top, which I thought was weird, but whatever. We're all solo, so we're all just kind of doing what we can. And of course, battle of the smiley face. Jump in there, do what we can. I throw out some really questionable routes, as you're going to see, like that one. A couple of them were misclicks, like I queue up the route and then don't cancel in time, so it's just wasted. You'll see that quite a bit on my part. So, like I said, this replay's not about me, it's about the game overall. Here we're super excited, think we're gonna catch Gazlo. Mirrodin's going in super hard, almost dies. It's a good clutch shield, and I go heal. Now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die, so I have to go off and back off and take way more damage. We should, because this Gazlo turret's shooting us up the entire time. And Lily does a fair amount of damage now. She's very simple to play, most of her abilities auto target. She does a fair amount of damage. Yeah, it's going to be very confusing that red is the team I'm on, not like every team. Here, we didn't stand that stun. You see us a couple times standing together. Just a stun, which is a terrible idea. It's so easy to dodge, and so it can be really devastating to get caught in it. But you'll see us get caught in it. Mirrodin's joined us on the top. I root for the minions, because the root actually does a fair amount of damage. It's decent to clear waves. A weird frame drop. As we went to the temples activate, so Mirrodin decides to jump on them. Oh, here, this is where you stand on the bottom, so I stand on the bottom, yep. But I land him in the pit, get him caught in the root. That lets us almost take him down. I moonfired him, but he got the clutch heal from Lily. I did not go down. But It's time for the temple. You gotta get the temple. I'm really hurt, so I'm like, I'm gonna get this well. Till then, they're not contesting it, and I figure, you know, I'm gonna go for the middle. Because mid-temple is a little more important than the top temple. At least so I've heard. Middle's a little more valuable. And I've heard it from people that I trust in that. Sonya's able to take down Rainer there. This guy's throwing us around. We just trading the top for it, which I think is fine. If the middle one actually is better, which I've heard, I don't know 100% that's true, but I've heard it's better. So just trading one for one. And we get the better one, then that's better. Also, this sits mid lane, which in most of those mid lanes is considered more valuable than that one pushing the other ones. They, we are Tassadar and Jaina. You're trying to contest the top one, but Tassadar takes tons. Like these turrets, and Gazlo just set up shop here at the top. He's not moving anywhere. So we end up getting pushed off. Jurgen dies. We get pushed off the bottom, but not in time before we get all our shots off. Here, almost kill Lily. Run around. Mater tries to push us back. I don't even know why we're sticking around. There's nothing else here to fight for. Lily's trying to harass us. We see each other. Hey, Lily. You're off, and I go to get more water. Realize the well's not there, and I'm really sad about that. So I just go soak and defend. Everyone is spreading back in the lanes. We're waiting for the next. Next temple to pop. In the middle, and yeah, I'm gonna do something. I don't have to look at just my character. I'm gonna do something I didn't get to do in the game, which I actually look at what everyone else is doing. About time, so we're doing. So right now, yeah, we're just pushing lanes. I think I go back now because I'm hurt. So I start to go back. Sonya pushing against Tyrael very aggressively. Wow, I didn't realize she was being so in there. But Sonya can afford that. She's lost 16. She's a pretty good champion. But hey, Tyrael's pretty good too. Just having this. I didn't realize having such a brutal fight down here. Pretty awesome. Sonya heals for doing damage with that whirlwind maneuver, so that's why she moved in the minions there, try to get a little bit extra healing. And we're still pushing super hard top. And they are actually diving on us. Oh boy. Okay, are you ready for this? We're going to try to rewind it and hope it does not. Like I said, the replay system's pretty bad, so let's see if we can rewind it and not destroy it. Seeking. Oh no. Oh. It's actually, you can see it's actually like going back through the entire thing because everyone's life is changing. Alright. Seems to be. Let's just play it from here. About 30 seconds. We're pushing pretty hard top. Looks like I did not go back yet. And we nearly got to dive. We have a. You see I'm low in health, low on mana, so I'm not sure threat. Otherwise, weird and Tassadar. Trying to harass him off. Gazlo here, being a specialist. Most specialists are very good at pushing in lanes. They really are coming in at us. Tassadar and I are trying to protect Mirrodin. I'm almost rooting him to take him out. He almost goes down. Gets chased off. And now Gazlo's stuck in the slowing shots. Come up, chase him down, look how hurt he is. And I go finish him off, but I don't have any mana. I can't just chase through minions and it's health. I don't have any health. I can't keep chasing without any mana. Same with Tassadar. So that dive, he survived pretty well. Now I finally go back. They have sent to bottom, and I decide, yep, start heading bottom. That's one of the reasons why I went back, is to get bottom to help with the temple. But because of that dive, all that action up there, I was delayed. Because, I had to help defend. Because otherwise I would like to have been down here earlier to get ready for this temple. Everyone's moving down. Sonya gets caught a little bit. Jaina's here to save her. And our team's here a little bit later. They grab the temple. Starting to do damage. The fight opens up. I get a nice one here on Illidan. Damage Mirrodin takes such a ton of return damage. We are all lining up right here. We have lost AoE for that, so it's actually fine for us. I don't know why we're attacking neutral or whatever. Whatever you guys can do, I land no root on their team. Sonya goes in, big whirlwind. We all sit in that bomb. See that bomb? I'm not going to rewind it because you saw how much of a disaster that is. We all sat in the bomb. A huge stun, a bunch of damage. They're going in ham on us, trying to keep Mirrodin alive. We can't do it, but we finish off. It's double support back here finishes off Illidan. And Rainer's real mad at us. I assume his passive's up. He's being so aggressive. Yep, there it goes, pops. Not only mana, so that just bounce off. Not like we could 2 support push off us the team here anyway. We're getting a full. Must have contested some of those shots because they didn't even. Yeah, no one's I guess if the Yeah, if the fort's otherwise healthy, we'll not take down the fort in one shot. So we didn't lose too much, just the front gate. Mirrodin's back to defend. We have counter push up here at the top, so we're getting some experience here. We're actually behind in experience. They have their ultimates, we do not. Level 10's a huge power swing, so it's trying to get some experience at the level 10 before a fight breaks out like this down here. They should not be fighting these guys. You don't have your ults. That's crazy. It's insane. I'm surprised they're not going in more aggressively with their ults that they have over our teammates. I'm just mid lane, helping push Golden around. I think our Sonya, we actually almost killed him in there. He has to use his ult. Or back off. That will give him a boost of health. Gazlo's being annoying, doing his Gazlo thing. He's getting jungle camps. Let's actually pause it for a second here. Take a quick look at the talents. Not something I did much in game. I'll go show talents. Also go back to healing. That's healing. So I don't like the way they do healing with shields. Testar, by the way, is obviously doing pretty good. I don't like the way they do healing with shields because like you get all the healing from the shield. The shield's not healing. It's like healing, but it's preventative. But if they don't hit the shield, it's not didn't do anything. I don't know why they have shields in there because you heal yourself. A lot of characters have self heals and they took that out. So you see, Raynor doesn't have any healing, even though he does heal himself. I don't know why they missed the healing tab, but whatever. That's a complete aside to what's going on here. I have my normal extra range tangling roots kind of build. I took Tranquility. Sony here took her leap. Mirrodin took Haymaker. Surprisingly, most Mirrodins I've seen take the extra tanky ult, the transformation, because of health, but he uses this pretty well for the most part. Elemental summon, the classic Archon to turn into Duke. That's where a lot of Tastar's damage comes from. The rest of it's obviously from Storm. He also took the healing ward, there's a bunch of healing. There, Raynor. As the Raiders, these Raiders are changed, so they attack a targeted enemy, don't get passively summoned, which I haven't played around with too much, even though Raynor's one of my favorite characters. I've been using the Hyperion a little bit more because that got buffed or something. We saw Illidan's Metamorphosis, Julie has the AoE heal, Gazlo has the minion build. Is he going all minion build? Minions drop scrap, additional targets, Robogoblin, looks like he's going for some. Turret, scrap, scrap, so turrets and mercs. And Tyrael has the good old judgment where he charges, damages, stun, knockbacks, really good build. Going for tankiness. Anything else sticking out? Not really. Raynor got vampiric attacks, which have been the increased range. You're not in threatening positions as much, but you also have increased attack speed, and attacking more, you get more health back. Even though it's a little less health because it'll do less damage percentage-wise, but the attack speed kind of compensates for that. I'm not saying it's bad to pick up Vampiric Assault. I'm saying I would just, if you can stay in a good position with the extra range, you don't need it as much. Not that it's like bad to take. If you do have it, you can be a little more aggressive. And a lot of people taking Conjurer's Pursuit, including me, Jaina, and Tastar. Not surprising. Super good talent because extra mana regen. Let's keep on keeping on. Just wanted to pause the talents because it's hard to keep up with all the talents going as the game's going real time. They're pushing super hard on the bottom. We're trying to contest. Gazlo is stealing our mercs while Raynor's in here like Raynor Tyrael chasing beyond the safety, beyond the fort to try to kill. Who are they even trying to kill? Mirrodin to kill Mirrodin? Yeah. So Raynor traded his life to kill Mirrodin. I caught Tyrael. Tyrael's doing mobile and tanky in the way. Chase around Gazlo blind. Just that. But he's so low, and he's dead. Illidan jumps on me. I get a shield out of my own heal. So we're able to push off Illidan. Tyrael comes in to help Illidan out. But now the whole team's here. And Sonya actually caught Illidan there. Taking tons of damage. Finish off Illidan. Not just Tyrael, but again, Tyrael, tanky, mobile. It's hard to catch. Now this is a terrible idea. Tassadar. Looks like Tassadar here. Someone aggroed the giant. Tassadar was attacking the giant. I don't know if that was intentional or if he was just doing that because it was there and it was like attacking him. But then Sonya turns back around and initiates on the giant, the boss. This is a terrible decision, and instead of being responsible, and ping it and saying, no, let's not do this, trying to ping retreat. Now I'm going to help, we're all going to help, because that's what you do. If your teammates make stupid calls, you go in on it, because it's better that your team goes all in on a bad call together, then it might work out, versus only half of you go in and it definitely doesn't work out. So you always go in on a bad call. But if you see a bad call in the making and it's like not too late to stop it, you should definitely ping and tell your teammates to stop. And I didn't do that, so I'll take, like, this is obviously a terrible idea. Going in on the boss, like, spoiler alert, this doesn't work out. Going in on the boss, he's doing damage, he's CCing us, their team, they see us doing this, and they're like, hey, they're not did long enough to, like, have a problem with this, and we just get destroyed. Let's rewind a little, not that much. Rewind a tiny bit. Because there's something silly that happened during that fight, and why I died very quickly. So watch me. I'm kind of hurt low on mana. See, I'm taking a little bit of shots, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ult here, because I'm gonna take a bunch of damage. So let's ult. But the tornado knocked me back before I got my ult off. So I got my ult off a little late, and with a couple of shots plus his Q, destroyed me. I probably would have died anyway, because they're focusing me down. But still, that was very annoying that the tornado was knocking me around, stopping me from running and interrupting my abilities. Because hey, if the bosses don't just do damage, they CC you. As in Rainer and Tyrael are just almost alone. You know, Lili's here, keep them alive. And we're still fighting the wall, still tanking the boss, so the boss is slapping us, doing CC while their team's here, and we just get destroyed. That was a terrible idea. Why did we do that? Yeah, just don't do the boss if their team, like, if you don't know where their team is, if they're all up, don't do the boss. Yeah, we're gonna have a little conversation about how terrible that was. And then of course they finish off the bosses, they throw us off. No, we're not there, so they get a free boss basically. And now the temples are open, Illidan's up at the top temple, we're behind on experience after that. We're just a sad family. They obviously have all the bottom. We are easily able to drive Illidan off, well not really, we take quite a bit of damage here. Illidan and Gazlo fighting, just the team's coming in to help, because obviously we lost bottom. And Tassadar did go down. But now Illidan's here, we took out their Gazlo, Illidan's all alone, he's not friends left, he's dead. That was a 2-for-1, not bad. We're able to take the top 4. Looks like Tyrael's coming to try to do something about it. Don't know what his objective is there. Yeah, he changed his mind. He's going after him. Definitely a smart idea. This whole time I'm trying to stop this boss from completely wrecking our day. I'm doing what I can. It's not easy. I don't do a ton of damage. I'm throwing out what I can. I believe that was a good idea because the team was had this handled just fine. It's only a half fight. And somebody needed to take care of this boss. And there's Tassadar coming in. Finished off the top, so we're definitely on the back foot here. We have, they still have all their structures. We have 0 fort kills. It's weird that shows forts you have and times every 4 kills. But yeah, we only have 2 forts left compared to all their forts. Only down 2 kills, but down 2 levels. That's a lot of experience. Let's pause it real quick. Take a look at the XP contributions. Tyrael's doing monstrous XP contribution. A couple of our team has been behind on XP contribution, but it's not necessarily indicative of them not participating in the game. They could be trying to roam, do a lot of pressure, doing things, taking them away from experience, trying to make things happen. If it doesn't happen, they fall behind in experience. No need to be all judgmental and such. Like Gazlo, he's been doing a lot of working things, and he's behind on experience contribution, but he's definitely been helping his team. So now we're running around, we're murking, we're trying to defend, quite behind. Not worry about so much land, and Illidan up here just runs into our whole team and double dashes away. We ping their, yeah, they just got their giants. We ping our giants. I think Sonya pinged that, knowing that Gazlo's gonna come try to steal it, because he's been jungling this whole time. So we just come in here like, hello Gazlo, how are you? And he takes off. I missed the roots, but I'm able to light him up. My Moonfire that gives vision, and we're just around him. He tries to sprint away. Getting slowed by Jaina here. All of Jaina's abilities, including Snowman. It's really fun. Her water elementals attack slow. That's getting easy. Snowman. Now here, I can jump in the back. Should mention that I don't have my glasses in. This one on my contacts in for this. I take them off for comfort reasons. They're getting a little uncomfortable. I take them off for this recording. Yeah, it has to actually rewind. So here, after we take care of this, Sonya, Tassadar, and I coming around this way. Lili spots us. Illidan and Tyrael come behind. They jump on me. I heal myself, and then I ult just to keep myself alive. Run back and save my team. That'd be good. Material got Shrink Raid. I took Shrink Raid. I believe Castor also. So we have double. Desperately try to keep Material alive. Lily just can't do it, and all of a sudden she's here all alone without friends. Sonya's going in on the back line. We finish off Lily. Sonya's able to sustain against Rainer long enough for us to come in and finish him off. I'm still very low, taking all that. Took a lot of flack in the fights and we're barely alive. I'm trying to stay around the edges so that I can't get killed. Be able to pinch Rainer in there. Now all of a sudden level tied. And perfect timing, the temple just came up. One thing about Heroes of the Storm, a lot about it is timing. You can have a team fight. Depending on when you have the team fight, if you get a pick right before an objective, because many objectives spawn at random times, some maps kind of depends on that first. But if you get a pick right before an objective, that's a huge advantage versus getting a pick, having them respawn, and then the objective comes up. So we're contesting this temple. They are just defending against Mirrodin's very bravely smacking on the sword all alone. Illidan's getting some mercs. We already have mercs pushing top while we have this temple. Don't need to watch the temple. It's a pretty boring fight. The robots there, the PvE component's not very hard. In fact, we really don't need all four to be here. We could have been going out forward to like what Mirrodin's doing, really. Only a couple people holding the fort down, the rest of the team. Mirrodin gets caught, he's pinging us like, hey, they're coming. He jumps into safety, and we all go set up an ambush. Get this wonderful roots here. Rainer and Lily, they're both getting mixed up. We all have all our AoE just right in that area where they're caught. Attacking this bottom temple is super dangerous, just from the speed. So them all split up. They do a pretty good job splitting. We were catching them. I got Root there, we're chasing the back line, Illidan's in on us. Rainer, man, just way low. Lily's doing a very good job. Illidan does a good job. They did a very good job disengaging here. So we did catch Tyrion behind us. Get another awesome Root. By the way, I did want to start landing my roots near the end of this, and we just barely missed it. Able to heal ourselves. And of course, while we're doing this, guess what? Gazlo up here in the top, he's just been pushing. You grab those mercs. Illidan went those mercs earlier. Gazlo's just been pushing up with them. Uses his robo form. Lets him do double extra damage. I don't think it's strictly double extra damage to buildings. He beat down the building. Sonya went and jumped on him with all the minion damage. Gazlo just slapped her to death. That was Mirrodin, not Sonya, my bad. Able to slap Mirrodin. And then Sonya comes in and takes care of it, and the rest of us are here too. Ariel taking down for some experience, but he did get our top keep, which is a big deal. Lots going on. They are bossing. Illidan started the boss. He's very mobile. They have regen, and we noticed they're not on the map. So we ping, well, you know what? They're not on the map, obviously. There are no lanes, not doing anything. What are they doing? They have to get boss. They're obviously getting boss. So desperately trying to get down here from the top gate. Come contest this. And we see it, it's already almost done. We go in, we go all in, we sprint onto the deposit here. Saw them all going in. It was almost dead. So they're all going in on the circle after it died. I rooted them, Sonya jumped in, and we all run into the circle. Prevent them from capturing it. So whoever has more people on the circle will capture it, otherwise it's contested. So we really have to get on there to make sure. I kind of have this weird path. It takes me like a while to get around. Try to get on it and make sure we capture it. But we're able to pick off Illidan. Gazlo's already dead. Picked off Illidan pretty fast, which makes this a Tyriel. Where's Tyriel? Tyriel? Oh, he's in there. Oh, he just exploded. So we picked off Illidan and Tyriel very quickly with all our AoE damage, our traps, and just rushing in here. We're able to bum rush through them. Now it's just 2 versus 4. Yep. And as you can imagine, no, he's not dead. He's actually shrunk. This Fortress 3. Desperately fighting with the boss. We're able to push them off the boss and cap it just before they did. Now it's a 2v4 and we just trap him on. When I paused it, like Tyriel looked like he was super dead. Because I could just looked at his health. It would have made more sense. I've only used this Spectre a few times. So now we took a boss. Boss is pushing. Again, perfect timing on that fight. So now we have a boss pushing. A couple of them are dead, and we have temples coming up. So while we wait for the temples to come up, we're trying to grab these perks. I'm like, I'd rather just get the temples for these guys. But they're going for the guy. Okay, well, I guess they're dead and they have to deal with the boss, so it's fine. not big. Like, I mean, for real though, they have to deal with the boss. They're all there, and the rest of them are dead. So now, like, we don't have to rush there. We can get the mercs. They can help push. Sonia's already got in the middle. We're going task stars up here for the top. I go mid because I predict that they'll be contesting mid a little bit more. That's exactly what's happening. And interesting, before any more action happens, I didn't notice this. Mirrodin's getting these giants. Gazlo, instead of going after the temples, is going to come try to sneak these giants from us. Very interesting. I didn't realize this was happening while I was, up here fighting. Kind of questionable on both of them. Mercenaries are important, but the temples do so much damage. Controlling them is very good. Very good. It's very important. Maybe Mirrodin thinking that we can hold it no problem, so then taking the mercs is strictly a positive thing. Gazlo on the other hand, maybe we have both of them. He needs to help out. But especially he doesn't know Mirrodin's doing this. So he's going to think his team's going to be outnumbered and lose both temples. Trading 2 temples for giants is absolutely not worth it. That's enough analyzing that play. Go back to what was happening up here. Watch the mid-temple. Leely's dancing around the outside, slapping around these guys. Yeah, Mirrodin's pinging for help down here. We can't help them. We're doing the important thing. We're doing the temples. So yeah, they give up. Looks like they're bailing on the mid. They're going to go help fight top. Sonya and Tassadar here. They're fighting. It's a lot. It's a lot to contend with those 3 of them. Jaina's come to help. Sonya doesn't quite make it. I'm getting chased around while this is happening. I'm getting chased around by Tyrael. I can't fight Tyrael. Malfurion. I mean, I can. He's unlikely to kill me. I can heal myself. I can ruin him. I can be okay. But I can't contest this with Tyrael there in my face. He's going to slap me around. So we're getting pushed off the temples really bad. Already took casualty. Illidan's just doing his thing. Hopefully Jaina took sprints, so he just runs away from him. Now Tassadar can't get away. That's what I said. Illidan just sticks to you and you can't get him off. He's like a bug. I come back with Mirrodin. I found a friend, Tyrael. I found a friend, so I come back with Mirrodin. Now we can take Tyrael. But guess what? He found a friend too. Illidan jumped right in my roots, and he almost gets Haymaker. Hey, I think I didn't finish off the moonfire. I don't know what killed him there. Must have been some damage with the time effect, or he would just. I don't think I moonfired him. Just some weird delayed death. Maybe that was even a replay bug. They have the top shrine taking down our last key to the top temple, I should say. It's just Lee and Raynor. Yeah, that's our suggest we stop chasing so much so we can get more objective control. Nice. Jaina's in there. I'm trying to help what I can. I have no health and mana, so I don't want to get beat off. Jaina has a 1 full blink there, gets out dodge. There's not really much we can do there with being so weak. Pushing with mercs this time, we're like, oh, we're really on the back foot. They're pushing with mercs. They have way more structures. We finally got down their outer forts, but it's not going well. Experience-wise, we're up, actually. Probably because it's been, kills have turned way in our favor. We've had a couple of good team fights. We're desperately trying to defend this middle keep. It's the last place we can defend as the one that doesn't have catapults. They're trying to push. We initiate on a Raynor. We catch him in time. A whole bunch of damage. He gets a whole bunch of healing. He just passes through. It's not enough. He goes down. It's just an entire cluster. Never body blocking Gazlo and picking him up. Tyrael goes in on me. I root him and run away with my life. I'm trying to heal myself, and he can't finish me off. And then now we just chase him down. Tyrael goes down. Now it's Illidan. Illidan jumps right in. Uses his ult. I ult to keep everyone alive while he's doing his business. So now he can't assassinate. He can't pick us off. I think he saw his little health, and with Leely's healing, I think he was trying to take us down before we could kill him. That's kind of Illidan's thing. But healing, my ult, it wasn't happening. We have to defend this because they're picking down our base. They finally took the mid keep while that fight was happening. Gazlo, being a sneaky snoo, came around, finished off the rest of our base. It's harassing. Actually, we still have this one only tower that's about to go down. Add that tower's there. I get mid. Sonya's getting giants. Once again, get mercs instead of temples. Like, come on, guys, temples. Mercs are cool, they're fine, but temples. I think she figured they're all dead, and she had time to get it before temples came up, and you know, for the most part, she's right. She's getting kind of back. Raynor chasing her down, though. Doing some damage to her. I'm thinking about helping her, but I'm like, we gotta get this temples. Sonya can take care of herself, she's bigger. then Raynor stops chasing because, hey, he's like, yeah, temples. We gotta fight for these temples. He's coming in. We're harassing each other. I don't land the CC though. We do get some good damage. Jaina's over chasing a little bit too. But 3v2, so the advantage, and this elemental's slapping around Raynor pretty bad. Jaina takes it up. Almost finished it off. But Lily's here to save the day. I root her. Keep her from moving in without teammates. Doesn't last forever though. Mirrodin is a very strange choice. The person ult. I'm trying to keep him alive. I ult not soon enough to save his life, and I am forced on the temple. Luckily, Sonya and Tastar have maintained control of the top lane. Probably was Sonya, Jaina's retreated up top. Not sure what happened during the top part of that fight. Just away from where I was. So they got most of the mid. We got all the top. We got some of it. So we can come out ahead in that. As far as temples go, they didn't even take down their shield. They finished off, yeah, one of the shots finished off the poor lonely turret here. And they are all going boss, and we're like, we have to go back to defend. Once again, we have to defend these minions. So we have to run back to defend these minions' heal. And of course, they're not on the map. What are they doing? They're obviously getting the boss. So we have to go respond to that. We're running down desperately, try to go. Don't know what we're pinging back here for. I moonfire just to get vision. I can't go in there alone, I'll be killed. And we see that we got them just too late. We weren't quite quick enough to get it, and now they have another boss. And we have nothing standing between it and the core, so we have to contest this. Tastar runs up and start killing it. I'm killing these minions back here so they don't push up with it. And now we start working down the boss while they go pick up the rest of them. Just keep calling them minions, mercs. They're different. So now we're desperately trying to kill this boss with our base. I'm throwing out all my abilities. Everyone's doing all their abilities. We gotta kill this thing before it messes up our base. And it seems we actually might have been a little too. Now it's only our core. We do need this. We do need to kill this. Raynor, however, Raynor comes in, sees the boss banging on our core, which is a high threat to us, right? Having the boss bang on the core, but Raynor makes the insane decision because we're actually still 2 levels ahead. We just got another level, literally just leveled up after we killed this boss. The experience of killing this boss leveled us up. So we were already 1 level ahead. We're now 2 levels ahead. I have no idea whose abilities these are. On my that. Oh, whoa! All right. Bug in the replay system. You click on a hero, you can't get their like stats or their abilities or anything, their like health or anything. But apparently you can't get their activatables. That's very strange. Anybody that doesn't have any activatables, Ilden, okay. Which is weird. Ilden should have first aid. In fact, I'm pretty sure Ilden does have first aid. Ilden didn't take first aid. That's why they lost. Ilden doesn't have first aid. First aid is an ability that heals you 1/3 of your health. And it's insane not to take when you have it because it's overpowered as anything. But anyway, Raynor's making a crazy decision. He's pushing in all by himself with his boss. By the time he gets here, the boss is already dead. Now it's just a 1v5. Mirrodin jumps on him, haymakers him back in the entire team, and he just explodes. What was he doing? That was so silly. He's pushing him, yeah, he's pushing him this way with his giants. But he got there just as the boss was killed. He had no support. He just got murdered. They're taking on. They took all the mercs. Mercs now pushing in. We catch them here. They do it on me. I also defend myself. So I'm full health. We just turn this fight around. Their Rainer's not here, remember. This is we have the numbers. And my health, look at that. Everyone's nice and alive because we're also 2 levels up. So we're 2 levels up and ahead in numbers. We're able to chase them down. We cut them down. There's only 2 of them left. 2v5. See, they're doing really well. Some questionable decisions. And now we can't let them. This is an important part of the game. A temple will kill the core. The temples do a ton of damage. The temple will kill the core. So we have to stop them. We lost track of them, and now we have to get. It's not a big deal. If we get temples, we have to stop them from getting temples. There's only 2 of them. They disappeared. We make the call that they went top, so we have to go top to stop them from getting this temple, or we'll kill our core. So I'm like, oh guys, we gotta get top, pink top, go, 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 go. Jaina's coming with me. Mirrodin's coming up as well. We gotta stop them. So they get knocked out. Rhinen through them, which is just hit him with all spell damage. Ilden blocks. Ilden's ability blocks basic attack, not abilities. So between between myself and Jaina, he just gets destroyed. Jaina, Lily can't do anything. She runs down to try to contest mid. Sonya, she's not gonna kill someone, so she's not half health. There's a Lily, no way. They're gonna go try to get bottom, but with 2 temples up, we are able to burn down their core. And you can see how much damage the temples did before, how much damage our core took just from them having the top one for that long. They do manage to get bottom, but obviously it's not gonna do enough damage at the time. I GG a little. It's not really early because I mean we can't not win at that point. We're going to win. Guaranteed. No, there's nothing that could happen to make us not win. And then that's the end of the game. We built the core with the hello, 15 wins. This was this is a pretty good game. A lot of bad plays, a lot of good plays, a lot of game showing mistakes are always good because mistakes are what you want to avoid. So seeing other people make mistakes, learn from their mistakes. Don't single push with some minions into a 5-man base defense while the boss is just dying. That didn't make any sense. Don't do that. Don't try to fight 4v5 when you're 2 levels down. Steal their mercs, just get out of there. So questionable end game mistakes. We kind of made some questionable decisions early mid game, but we're able to come back. And I hate to say it, but watching it again, looks like a lot of it was just due to a couple of misplays. We were ahead in levels. We could have, if that went differently, we could have still come out ahead. But there's definitely a bit of a throw there. They definitely made some serious mistakes at the end, letting us come out ahead and win. And that was the game. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope to get out some more Heroes of Storm content. I'm playing lots of ranked. It's a little, not as much as I want to, for sure. So I'm to the schedule, or that is some of it's just not recorded in a way to make videos out of, because I'm like streaming people, and it's normally a lot higher skill level people's, and I'm like trying not to like bring them down, so they're like way out of my league. I'm not the best MOBA Heroes of the Storm player, and some people are way better than me, and then they just want to play. We just want to play like friends, and I'm like, I'm holding you back, guys, and then I'm kind of just the underdog in the whole thing. But it's still fun. Also try to get some more content for Heroes of the Storm and everything else. Actually, that's a whole different conversation to have. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more. Follow my Twitch, and all that. You guys know the deal. And I will see you next time.